Morning, everybody. Rusty from the Rusty Reza. Got another shave of the day. And today we're going to be using Shannon soap Iberia from the Iberian Peninsula. Yep. It's hard to say what this scent is. Not much of it. I think I got this from Chuck for the Chuck shaving channel. I just look at it and go, It's like I wish soaps would put the scent profiles on the thing. It's like you look it up and it's like, Iberia, what's that? We don't have that soap anywhere we know of. And it's just like one of those ones you're like, I just can't place my finger on what it is. All right, so then we got the first use of the Astra blades with the Krisp razor with the beechwood handle. Yep, and then we'll follow it up with some Old Spice. Yes, there you go. One thing I've noticed about this Shannon soap, it doesn't lather up into a big giant fluffy ball. It stays kind of anemic. Doesn't fluff up. But it is slick. So there's that going for it. So, how's your day going? Hopefully it's going good. Not bad around here. It's a nice day. Sun's up. Not 1,000 degrees outside. So, what more can you ask for, right? I'm caught in my throat this morning. Ugh. There's an affiliate link down below to the razor company. So if you need anything from the razor company, just click on the link, and a little bit of money kickback goes back towards their giveaways that we have on the channel. So there you go. As we're slowly crawling towards 700. Yeah. It happened. It'll happen someday. So there you go. Almost I'm trying to play. I can't place my finger on that scent. If I find a scent profile for it, I'll put it in the liner notes, or in the video. It's like it's one of those things where like, I don't know. It's like sometimes your nose just gives up and says, I can't place it. Don't know. That's one thing you can always do. It's like I do a lot of cooking and stuff. And so a lot of scents I can identify pretty easy. This comes the same way with when I'm drinking like scotch. I've said this before in the channel, but one thing is always stop and smell everything. Just give you a good idea. That's something I learned when I was, I took a class way back in the day about drinking scotch and how to identify scents that you see. Because everything has some type of scent to it. So if you spend some time trying to figure stuff out, it'll come to you. Oof, breakfast is not agreeing with me. I think I gotta give up on eating cereal for breakfast. My stomach's doing a backflip right now. Like having a fur ball stuck in my throat. I woke up this morning and it's like, I can't breathe, type of thing. You know, the sinuses are plugged up. I got a condition called rhinitis, which means my nasal cavity plugs up. It's like having a cold that never goes away. Matthew Lawrence has the same exact problem. So if you're ever sitting there wondering, it's like, why does he clear his throat all the time? Because it just like constantly drains down your throat. And so like, I have to watch a lot of different kinds of foods I eat. Because if it's kind of a greasy type of food, it just turns into goo in my gut, in my throat and back and stuff. So back of that. So I avoid it. Another is milk products. Yeah. It's something that's always affected me since I was a kid. Yeah, growing up in a dairy farm, they make popcorn on the stove. My dad would make a big batch of it for everybody. That was his go-to snack too. Still mine too. It's like my one weakness when it comes to snacks is popcorn. I love this stuff. But we'd have that, and everybody in the family would drink a big giant glass of cold fresh milk out of the when you live in a dairy farm, milk was not scarce. You could drink it all you wanted. So they would eat popcorn and have milk, and I couldn't do it. It just turned into a big giant phlegm ball in my throat. I'd be like, like a cat, trying to pack up a fur ball. And they go, "What's wrong with you?" It's like, and I realized I can't eat popcorn and milk together. Just can't do it. What? Well, it turned into a big giant phlegm ball. I can't do it. Were you weak? Your brother saying that. And the other thing is I'm slightly lactose intolerant. My daughter is just really has it really bad. She can't even have any type of dairy product. It also just her guts just tore up. And I kind of avoid too much milk. I still drink it. Sometimes it hits you, and it's like right now, it's like my stomach's doing backflips. It's what's interesting is that I could drink a glass of milk and have no problem, and go weeks without any problem. And also one day you drink a glass of milk and you're like, oh, crap. It's like really like your stomach's getting twisted up into a knot, which is kind of like what I'm feeling right now. And the thing is about lactose intolerant, that is normal. Vast majority of people are lactose intolerant. And the reason for it is when you're a baby, you're not lactose intolerant because you need the mother's milk to grow. But when you start eating solid food, your body's, it's like a signal to it that it's like, hey, you're eating solid foods, you don't need milk anymore. You're gonna get weaned off. It was like kind of a defensive mechanism amongst mammals. It's like, hey, all right, you're done. And you no longer need milk. Start eating solid foods. Get out there in the wild. And so the mother can produce more offspring that are, that can actually use the milk that she produces. So, but in Europe, there was a genetic anomaly that allowed a lot of Europeans to drink milk into adulthood, which is why we have so many Europeans are that way. So, but occasionally that gene that you have doesn't work or isn't in you. So it's like, you can't touch this stuff. So when you got people saying, oh, they're lactose intolerant, you're normal. It's like, that's a normal human being. It's those individuals that are not lactose intolerant, they're the abnormal ones. So there you go. Be happy you're abnormal, all right? He's abnormal. Young Frankenstein. Oh man, that movie. My brothers and I were talking about that a couple weeks ago when we were together. And one of the young guys that was there, he's in his early 20s, and we were talking, all making jokes about all the scenes in the movie, and he's like, huh? What are you guys talking about? Movie, Young Frankenstein. And he's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And you're like, oh my God, you have to watch this movie. It is hilarious. Man, just thinking about the movie. Like, what big knockers you have? And they go, and the knockers on the door, and she, why, thank you. Oh, that's hilarious. Gene Wilder. One of the scenes is like, what was the name of this brain you picked? Abby Normal. You brought me an abnormal brain. What? Still to this day, it's like, well, it could be worse. It could be raining. Oh man, that movie's hilarious. And you had the other one that he did, Gene Wilder did, was Blazing Saddles. That's a movie. It just cracks me up too. We started talking about that one, and he was like, I've never heard of Blazing Saddles. This guy's like 23, 24, and you're like, oh my God. And like, how do you get through life without seeing these movies? It's like a rite of passage. It's kind of funny, it's like with all the charged political crap when it comes to politically correct bullshit, as I like to call it, live life, man, just to hell with it, type of thing. And now at 8 o'clock we're showing Blazing Saddles, and then at 8:02 you're showing the credits. That's like how it's been censored now because it's politically incorrect to watch. They couldn't even make that movie today. That's what the environment is. It made fun of everything. Every social thing that was in the 70s that was an issue, they made fun of it and made a joke of it, which makes the movie so hilarious. We're not going to make anything serious. We're just going to make a fun of everything. Just grow some thick skin and enjoy life. Yeah, I remember it was at church. We had some young people that were getting mad at something. That's older people. It's like boomers. And we were making, it was like, here's the Rex and John, the two guys. They're in their 70s, right? They're old school guys, and never got married. They were habitual womanizers. This was put it that way. One of them says, "Yeah, I never wanted to get married. I wanted to enjoy the ladies, but I just never wanted to get married." He said, "I didn't want kids." He said, "I was 23 years old and I got fixed." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I had a vasectomy when I was 23 just because I didn't want to have kids. I wanted to have the fun of practicing having kids, but I didn't want the kids." I'm like, okay. The 70s were a lot of fun. I'm like, in the 60s and 70s, there was a lot of free love. I'm like, yeah. I remember the 70s, late 70s, the disco age, having lots of fun. But early 80s. Oh, yeah, we're having this joking around, making some jokes, and this young couple like, "That's disgusting." And they just like, "That's offensive." Yeah, and then all of a sudden we're just laughing and rolling. And they're like, "What's not funny?" What's funny is that you think it's not funny. So we're having fun at your expense because we think it's funny. You're incorrigible. Eh, too bad. Why are you taking life so serious? Why so serious? Live life, man. Enjoy it. Man, it's like, get offended by everything. It's like, good God. And that's one thing that the Army did to me, is that one of the gentlemen, he was in the Army too. In the 60s and 70s and 80s. And as the saying goes, the Army burned out a lot of my politically correct crap and turned me into a monster. Where, boy, your humor's dark. Well, yes, it is. That's one thing the military does to you. That's a coping mechanism. I think we're done. Ooh, a little bit here. Now I think we're done. Ooh. Boy, that was a big ass truck that went by. Oh, the house rattled. The street out here, it's kind of going down, waving down because it's settling because of erosion underneath it. It is kind of like got a little bump, kind of like a speed bump, and these guys, big trucks will come by doing about 50, 60 mile an hour in a 35, and you hear them going bouncing over top of it, and the whole house goes type of deal. Which is really interesting about 2, 3 a.m. You know, it's like something big comes rolling through, and you just hear the house rattle, windows rattling. Oh. Yeah. Nose is plugging up. Alright, a little bit of Old Spice. Everything is nice. It smells good. Ooh, a little too much. But who cares? It's cheap. Ooh, a little bit stinging. Right here and right there. Not like, oh my god, I'm gonna burn to death type of feel. Just like tingly. But smells good. Alright. Old Spice. Alright, so The shave of the day, everybody, was brought to you by Shannon Soap's Iberia. Interesting scent. I'm going to have to figure this one out. I have to do some research. And then we had the first use of the Astra blades with the Krisp razor. Nice little combination. It's a nice razor. I think I bet maybe $11, $12 when I got this one, if that. And the last one I got, the other Krisp razor, I think this one was like $12, $13. Wasn't too bad when I picked this one up. Got it off eBay. So, yeah. Nice little razor. It's kind of like a Mercor 34C / DEA9 Edwin Jagger razor. Kind of like similar heads. So, works pretty good. Alright, so that's the shave day, everybody. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe, share with friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.